Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and we're getting close to the end of the 10 Legendary Goku event mission runs. Today we are doing Potara. Now I realise that this video is going to come out at around the time when the Vegito Blue EZA hype is still running wild on Global. But I have not brought him in this particular run. I mentioned it in his showcase that there is an argument to be made that the STR-LR Vegito Blue is technically better for the Legendary Goku event, because by the time you get to the end, his defense is so high that whilst he won't be putting out the same types of damage, he will be tanking normals for double digits and even tanking super attacks very well. Whereas, of course, Vegito Blue, before he supers, especially against STR UI Goku, it will take quite a lot of damage. So I am going to do a video of Vegito Blue against the this event, but I'll probably do it as a more cut down thing, where I show like the first maybe 2 phases, then we'll cut to STR UI and see how he does, and then cut to the Int UI. Whereas for these mission runs, I've been trying to do them as like the full video. So like I said, I feel like the STR Vegito Blue is probably slightly better in this event, so I'm going to do this. So I've brought Vegex, who is a unit that I never really did like a showcase video on or anything, because I only pulled one dupe for him, and at the time I didn't have any STR orbs, so I've only recently leveled him up using the Sleepy Kais that I've been collecting for a little while, and then actually leveled him up to 69%. He is, of course, a unit that infinitely stacks his defense, so is going to be very, very useful on this event. I'll probably have him on rotation with the LR Vegito Blue, because they have some decent links together. And then I want to do a rotation with Zamasu and the Physical Goku Black, so I guess we'll leave him in the front. Physical Goku Black's really good in this event because he changes orbs and gets like an extra attack and defense per orb collected when you're fighting a Goku family enemy, so obviously that part of his passive is going to be active throughout the entire event. So I'm not entirely sure how I've set my rotations at this point. I've just kind of been going at it, but obviously the first couple of stages Goku can still be attack lowered as well, which makes the Physical Goku Black very, very useful, because he does greatly lower attack and defense with his super attack. And of course that helps out the physical Super Vegito here, who doesn't have quite as good damage mitigation against normals as the AGL variant. And then of course, as we are running Potara, we do have the double Int Vegeta, or Vegeta and Goku slash LR Vegito. I always refer to them as LR Vegito and Gogeta, even though they obviously don't actually become them until they fuse. But we've got double leads for them. I'll probably keep them in the 3rd slot for a little bit of the video until at least they get the opportunity to transform, and then of course they will be very, very strong. Crit counters, they'll take basically no damage from normal attacks even against Int UI Goku, so they will be very, very good towards the end of the event. So keep them off rotation, I guess, until they fuse, and then of course they become much better linking partners, because they don't have like Fused Fighter or Power Bestowed by God or anything like that until they actually become Vegito, and then they pick up sort of typical Vegito link set. So, but we should be able to fly through the first few stages. Potara's a very powerful team. As you can see, I could have bought, there's other options that I could have bought, like to maybe make the team more powerful, but we already used Int Goku Black in Realm of Gods. Like I said, I'm going to do Physical Vegito in his own video. I wanted to show off Vegex on this event, because I've not really used him on this event before. So I just thought this team would be a little bit more interesting to run. And then, as I've said, I've kind of made it a thing throughout this series to let you guys know that I've been trying to build these teams in such a way that we don't use the same units all the time. But I will obviously go into more detail in that video. But I had a quick look at the potential team build for Full Power, which is going to be the last one. That will be tomorrow's video. And that team is probably going to end up mostly consisting of units that we've used in other videos, because if I was to deliberately exclude every single unit that we've used already, I'm not sure I'd actually be able to make a team that could do the run. But I'll go into that in more detail in tomorrow's video. So Obviously, we are going to smash through these first stages quite easily. While we can still lower his attack, it works out really nicely for our units that have slightly worse defense. And then, of course, taking the odd super attack here and there is not the end of the world, because then we get this mad lad come out straight away. So we're only on Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and we already have LR Vegito out. So I might actually do this, because otherwise I can't avoid getting the 18 key super. And I know it kind of nerfs like Vegito a little bit, but that's fine, because we still, you know, want to get some build up with our other units. Although saying that, I ended up getting like 23 key with Vegito, so to be fair, we might even just kill him with counters here. Okay, good. I was going to say we need... Well, actually, no. I guess it's not good, because, yeah, even without that crit counter, his health is now so low that the super attack will finish him off. So, I guess maybe this isn't the best team to try and focus on multiple stacking units, like the Vegeks and the LR Vegito Blue, because especially because we got this transformation so early on. We are definitely going to smash through these first few stages. So, oh well. And obviously we get Zamasu's active skill fairly easily, but we don't really want to use that in this event pretty much at all. Like, maybe we'll use it near the end, but probably not. So this will be a very straightforward rotation here. And of course we still have the potential future fusion from the friend. Actually, was that the friend one? Well, from the other LR Vegito to come at some point. So that's going to work out quite nicely for us. We are getting through this fairly quickly compared to some of the longer runs. We are not super close to the Dokkan attack, so we could probably finish Goku before then. But some of our units obviously not quite as tanky, and Goku seems to be going for that strategy of pretty much always super attacking the unit that I would rather he not super attack. Like Zamasu would definitely have taken a lot less damage than Goku Black, but we are all good. What's Vegex's defense at this point? Yeah, see, he hasn't had really any chance to build up his defense, so let's take a turn here to like stall for a second and let him actually get a super attack off, so he can get that defense raise. Because, I mean, even without supering, Vegito's obviously going to get some counters in here. And then, yeah, we should be okay. Yeah, good. He didn't crit. Okay, good. So, I do quite like this guy's super attack animation. It's like a mix of, obviously, Trunks' little, like, burning attack thing, and then the greatly named Dirty Fireworks SA that the Int Scout of Vegeta had. So I think it's a pretty cool combination. Vegex is pretty decent. I don't think he's as good as the Gohanks and Gotenks, but all three of those units, like, if they do the same thing they did with, like, the Xeno Goku, Vegeta, Supreme Kai of Time, where the next time the Heroes banner rolls around, they get a TUR Awakening, all three of those units will be incredibly good. Like you guys saw, I used the Gohanks and the Gotenks in my no items run for the Fusions stage. And yeah, Dokkan Awakenings for them will just make them so much better as well. So very, very good. Okay, so Goku is now where we can't lower attack. So this is where we need to make sure we are definitely picking up as many orbs with Goku Black as we can. I mean, that's quite a lot there. Because obviously the more he picks up, the higher he makes his defense. 100,000. I guess it's not the best, but that'll do. And LR Vegito Blue stacks his defense and attack with his 12 key super very quickly compared to some of the other infinite stacking units. So even though he hasn't been around as much, he should still be pretty good against Goku here. Wow, 3.2 attack stat for Goku Black. That is pretty good. And of course, there's the super. How much is this actually going to do? 200? Yeah, almost. Whew. So yeah, double digits for normals, but had to hit us with that 200k super attack. Although, I don't think we had him on the last turn, so we might have the other Vegito coming up next. And we do. So there you go, full health. So, how much health does Goku actually have left? Because we could just blast him away with a Dokkan attack. Yeah, we might as well. Not to mention the fact that we're going to get a couple of counters before then. Wow. It's not going to be enough, is it? They don't get... Yeah. Oh, no, it is. Good, good. I wasn't sure, because I know they don't get as much bonus ki as the Super Saiyan 4s do. But... Well, there you go. This is going to be a GG turn, because we're not only going to get some counters, but we're then going to get the Dokkan attack with LR Vegito. And, of course, my LR Vegito is Rainbow, so... Yeah, that's fine. You super attack me. Ha! Well, there you go. There's the level 5 dodge coming in from the fact that Vegito is an int unit, so good times. I mean, it literally doesn't matter because we're going to get a full heal at the start of the next turn because of the Dokkan attack, but that's still pretty funny that we hit the level 5 dodge against the Goku super attack. So how much is this going to do? Are we going to take him out here? We got type advantage. LR Vegito is a beast once transformed, and he is Rainbow. Yeah, 3 million damage. Oh, there you go. So it wasn't quite enough. So we're going to Big Bang attack as well. Get a crit. God damn. That is... So he did basically 4.5 million damage by himself in that first slot. So that's pretty good. Let's see. I'm fairly sure that they will link up. Vegito will link up slightly better with Zamasu. 127,99186. Oh, okay, no, they literally don't have any extra attack stats. I guess their only attack stat that they share... oh, no, wait, Goku Black doesn't have power bestowed by God, so yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So let's give you these, and then you can pick up all of these. And then... I guess we'll get the green ones here. So, I think even, like, look at our health as well. We have 571,000 HP with this team. So, dying in one turn seems incredibly unlikely. Obviously, Zamasu has that built-in damage reduction. So, super attack on him was probably the best outcome for us for this turn. So, we are looking good here. Goku Black... maybe is going to be a bit of a liability. Big Bad Bosses is active now though, so 3 million attack stat. We are still able to lower his defense as well. But yeah, see, Goku Black's still taking a couple of thousand, even with all those orbs that we picked up. He could definitely be a liability in the STR UI Goku phase, but by the time we get to the end, against the Int UI Goku, then as long as we are picking up quite a few orbs, Goku Black should be taking double digits from him, so we should be all good with that. And then additional, was that an additional super from Vegito? He's still taking 16k, not the best, but get off a little counter as well, do some extra damage there. Let's do this. So we'll give you these, give you those. Do I need to heal here? A super attack against one of the STR units would probably be bad. Next rotation we'll have the Goku Black and Zamasu again. See, normal attacks I think we will still be fine, but super attack I'm not so sure. So we'll go ahead and use a Princess Snake here. We would still take quite a bit of damage from a super on one of our SCR units, but that does put us back to full health. There's the level 5 dodge again. Crit counter. Oof. That's what we like to see from our LR Vegito over here. Just get all of them crit counters. So I'm very interested for the when the 5-year drops. So despite the fact my LR Vegito is Rainbow, and I had such bad luck on the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner during the 4-year, that I ended up pulling extra copies of LR Vegito and not pulling Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Whereas my Gogeta only has 2 dupes. So I will be summoning for the Gogeta first out of the 5-year. It's always like a personal preference kind of thing with me. I know Vegito is technically the better unit, just like Goku was technically better than Vegeta, but I summoned for Vegeta first because I'm a Vegeta fan, and I will summon for Gogeta first, because I prefer Gogeta. I love the Fusions team, so I will be summoning on his banner. Plus, I'm pretty sure his banner's the one that has the Goku, the Bardock and Gine, and then of course the dupes that I need for the other LR Gogeta. So hopefully we can get those. Hopefully I don't end up with too many extra copies of yeah, let's leave him in the front. Hopefully I don't end up with too many extra copies of the LR Vegito once I do my summons for the Tech LR Vegeta. But yeah, this is a good opportunity to... I've left the rotation like this. It's a good opportunity to float off Goku Black, as we are about to get onto the STR UI Goku phase. So Zamasu and Vegito don't link the best, but they do at least have fused fighters. I think, does Zamasu have Power Bestowed by God? I mean, the fact that they at least have fused fighters for some ki is useful. So they will function well enough as a rotation until we get onto Int UI, and then we can bring physical Goku Black back onto main rotation. And then, yeah, get off these counters here. Boom! Crit counter for 1,000,000 damage. Goodbye. So here we go. STR UI Goku time. So the physical Vegito could be a bit of a liability, but what's Vegex's defense up to now? Yeah, only 86. We've been storming through this event so quickly that he's not really had a huge amount of time to build up that defense, so... But we should be okay. He's going to get another one off here, so aside from supers, he should take double digits. Ooh, start off with a crit counter. Start as we mean to continue. Come on, Vegito. Okay, well, he can dodge the non-crit counters. I'm okay with that. So, yeah, see, until we start... I believe STR UI can still be defense lowered, but until we actually hit him with some defense lowering, those counters not doing any damage unless they are crits. So, there you go, like that. That's what we want to see. Yeah, seeing LR Vegito do 375 damage is definitely not something that I'm used to. Okay, cool, double digits. And that's with no items active. So at least as far as normal attacks, Vegex is doing okay at this point. He hasn't supered yet, has he? Okay, good. Whew. Yeah, so he's still 50k to the physical Vegito. But at least he got a super, a crit counter. I decided to bring physical Vegito because fairly soon on Global, I think Omega is next, but fairly soon on Global we will get AGL Vegitos Easy A, and then after that I will probably never use the physical one ever again. So I thought we'd bring him on this run and give him a final showing in because I'm kind of just having some fun with these runs. Like I've mentioned it in previous parts for the other missions, I have not brought the most OP, like fast clearing team every time, because obviously some of those will consist of like teams full of LRs that like not everybody who's watching these like maybe trying to get some ideas on how to do the missions yourself, like not everyone's going to have all of them. Whereas obviously, like I said at the beginning, and we'll talk about more in tomorrow's one, full power will be a different story, because full power I kind of have to use some of the units that I've already used, otherwise I can't make a good enough team. So, but there you go. See, now that we've started to lower his defense a little bit, those non-crit counters able to do some damage. And then, oh, double super, that's what we like to see. I was going to say, LR Vegito Blue should have reasonable enough defense for this turn. I still don't think he's super attacked yet, though, so that's potentially coming here. No? He's just not going to super attack me. Okay, well, this is definitely a turn where we want Goku Black in the final slot, because I'm happy to sacrifice the 18 key super for Vegito just to make sure we get a ton of orbs for Goku Black, because we really need his defense to be up as high as we can. Okay, good. I was going to say the only thing that would be real bad this turn is if he supers Goku Black, but now that the super's out of the way, all of these normal attacks for basically everyone on the rotation, aside from maybe Goku Black will do double digits. But we picked up so many orbs with physical Goku Black that I think he should be okay. I mean, look at our health. He's not going to take 230,000 damage from a normal attack. So we should be perfectly fine there. And then, of course, I think is it when his defense is lowered? I'll have to check the next turn. But just like the fusions, Gohanks and Xeno Gotenks, Vegeks does have a thing built into his passive to get a guaranteed additional super. And I believe it is when the enemy is defense down, which, of course, he is for us at the moment. Which is something that makes those three heroes fusions very, very good. The fact that they can get guaranteed additionals. Ooh, okay, that was a little bit more than than I was expecting. I knew he wasn't going to be able to kill us, but that was a bit more damage than I thought it would be. Now, Vegito and Zamasu are obviously not really going to take much damage, but supers will still be bad. The attacks against Vegito could still be bad. So let's go ahead and use an Android 8. We know that it carries over into the other phases if we do actually take him out here. And then, of course, I can always go ahead and use a Whis or an Icarus at the start of the Int UI phase. But I feel like it's going to be over this turn. Super attack, obviously, going to do a lot because the Android 8 doesn't really help out with super attack damage. But now that the super, just like the last time, really, now that the super's out of the way, we should be all good for the rest of the rotation. Zamasu probably won't finish him off here. Maybe if he gets an additional, but we'll see. I guess if he'd got a crit, he actually would have taken him out, but sadly that was not the case. And now Vegito, I think he probably does need a crit to finish him at this point. Oh, so no crit, but we get the additional, so I think we don't need a crit now. So Vegito, physical Vegito coming through. There you go, gets a crit anyway, so why not, I guess. And now we are on to the main event, and we're at, what, 22 minutes? That's not too bad. So let's see. I guess we could just leave the LR Vegito on rotation now. It's just the fact that he links so well with the the Int LR Vegito that it's difficult to not get his 18 key super. Although, what is his defense? If we put him there, what is his defense? His defense is 300,000. I think we can probably just go ahead and get the 18 key super here. Because, of course, we do always have the potential to additional into another 12 key super. And we will still have the Android 8 effect active here as well. So, aside from a super, no one on this rotation is going to take any damage. So, Goku, you can dodge non-crit counters. I don't mind that. Because, yeah, we haven't got any defense lowering on him yet. So, oh, come on. We need crit counters. Vegito, that's what we need. So, Spirit Sword. Final Kamehameha. See, now you get a crit. Get a crit on this right now. Go on, do it. No? But, I mean, you can see the difference in the damage there, so that's all we need. What's LR Vegito Blue going to have built up to? Wow, only 700k without a crit. That's a little bit less. I thought he would at least do a mil, but he's taking double digits still, so that's all good. Vegeks does only stack his defense. So obviously his attack is not super high, which is why I don't mind floating him off now. His defense is there, as you can see, good enough that he's just taking double digits now. So, So let's grab all of those. What does that put his defense up to? Only 90k, wow. It's actually not as good as I would have thought it would be. Well, we haven't used any of these damage reduction items yet, so I'll go ahead and use an Icarus. I'll save the Whis because they're harder to come by, so... And then we'll do this. Getting the Ultra Super for Vegito. Ooh, okay, so We did only take double digits from the normal, but here comes a super. We do have type advantage, so yeah, 80k is not the worst. Of course, I was going to say, I was quite intrigued to see how much that would do, but it did nothing because of the Dodge Master. So, although we're not super far off from a Dokkan attack, which, wow, really? So both the super attacks from our extreme units he's dodged, but he'll take the hit from Vegito. I think the friend one is only either 55 or 69%. It was like the only one that was available, and I couldn't be bothered to like dip into the event, come back out, try and find another one. Because we all know what Dokkan Friends system can be like sometimes. I was a bit concerned I wouldn't find another one, and then I'd have to like try and find someone to set one for me. But I mean, I kind of knew that with how powerful the Potara team is and can be, that we'd be perfectly fine. So, let's see. I mean, it really does only make sense to just keep this rotation, doesn't it? So, I don't think I can force the Dokkan attack this turn. Doesn't look like it. But the Icarus is still active, so it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, you know what I could do? So I don't really ever transform Zamasu in these events, because he does lose a lot of his damage mitigation. I think it cuts in half. It goes from 40 to 20%, I believe. Plus, of course, there's always the risk that if you do transform him and lose out on that damage mitigation in return for bigger damage, that he's then just going to dodge, and you won't do the bigger damage. Whereas, of course, if we get the Dokkan attack with him, then UI Goku can't dodge. Although, it's probably still better to get it with Goku Black, I guess. Especially if we can get a ton of orbs. We'll see how the next rotation is looking. Because, okay, Super, that's fine. Icarus is active, so not going to do too much here. We know it was like 200k without an item. So yeah, 130. 2.7 with LR Vegito Blue. Still no crit though. Additional into a 12 key though, we like that. That gives us a little bit of extra attack and defense going forward. Oh, so he gets the crit there. There you go. And then physical Super Vegito. I'm gonna do a little bit of extra damage here at the end. Okay, so how do we want to do this? So he didn't change many orbs, but we could give him all of these, which is quite a lot. Because I'm concerned, even with Goku Black doing it, I'm concerned the Dokkan attack won't kill him. So yeah, maybe we will. We'll do it with Goku Black and not transform Zamasu. Just to be safe. We definitely don't want to transform him, then the Dokkan attack doesn't kill him and he supers us or something. Or like supers the Zamasu, who now has less damage mitigation. So we'll just go ahead and do this. I think the Icarus is no longer active, so yeah, Goku Black obviously getting a huge boost from all those orbs, only taking double digits. Fairly slow Dokkan mode, so we're able to hit all of these nodes, and let's see what we get. So we're at 3.5 million attack stat, very good. Let's see, how much damage can we do here with that huge attack stat and type advantage. Come on, give me a crit as well. Ooh, 4.5, not bad. So yeah, I think he definitely did more than the Zamasu would have done, and it still wasn't even close to enough. So I guess that's all good. I feel like we can't die this turn, even if we get supered here. So we should be okay. And of course, that Dokkan attack is going to give us a full heal. How dare you? Additional. Damn it! I mean, at least that still gives us the double defense raise, but that was very cheeky, Goku. I did not appreciate it. So, this is a bit of a carnage turn. So, the all Vegito turn. Let's go ahead and give you all of those for the 18 key. We already know that our LR Vegito's defense is high enough, or Vegito Blue, so we can grab those and give him the 18 key. Because yeah, we don't have quite enough of a good layout after that to get an 18 key for the friend. So This should be GG for UI Goku. Even without crit counters. Of course we're going to take a super, but like I said, I've mentioned it in many runs so far, but we're kind of in that lock stage now where he can't really kill us in one turn, because whilst that was a lot of damage that we just took from that super attack, all of the rest of his attacks this turn are going to be normals, and we already know that all 3 of these units are only going to take double digits from normals. Plus, Vegito's just going to pop off here and get an additional super, and we've got counters to come. Come on, crit counter and kill him. Do it. Yes, look at that. See, no other Vegitos needed. The Rainbow LR Int Vegito decided that it was time for him to finish this. So, we literally just crossed over the 30-minute mark. So that is one of the better runs. Not the quickest, I think, we've done. But like I said, I could have probably stacked this team slightly differently. And maybe done it a little bit faster, but it was good to show off the Vegex. He did very well, I think. So let us grab our 5 stones and tickets. We finally got an SSR yesterday in the after the Pure Saiyans run. So let's see if we can actually get another one here. Come on, give me something. We finally got a Super Saiyan 3. We finally got an actual animation. So, can we get something decent this time around? Well, go 10 and 18, so probably not. We do at least go Super Saiyan, but I have a feeling... Yeah, I was going to say I have a feeling it's going to be Super Saiyan 1. So, this banner has not been kind to your boy. Oh, no. Oh, remember that one where we got 5 of that guy in one multi? That was pretty ridiculous, but... There you go, another SR-filled multi. But there you go, that is Potara done. We only have one more to do, which is full power. So check back tomorrow for the full power run. Let me know in the comments what Potara team did you use. Have you tried out Physical Easy A Vegito Blue yet? He will be on a video coming soon against this event as well, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.